Hey, welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast with your host, me, Shawn Kay the Showman. And hopefully, you guys are well underway in this season three. Where last week, our first episode to kick off the season was with our round two with DJ Illest. So, hopefully, you guys caught that. And I'll also be posting up clips. So, hopefully, that will entice you guys to go ahead and catch the full episodes that are always super fun. And I also want to give a quick shout out to my new editor of the Metro Icon podcast, a very nice gentleman named Fuad out in Pakistan, who's been so gracious to be the key editor in putting these episodes together to make sure that I can release them every single week into this brand new season. And so hopefully you guys are up and ready. By the time this episode comes out, I'll just be coming off my two back-to-back comedy shows, the Bali Smoke Show, which happens every last Friday of the month at Stadium Sports Bar in Addison, right off Beltline Road, and then the 24th, last night, when this episode is going to be released on a Sunday, I had the roast of myself. With a very stacked lineup of comedians from all around DFW that knows me well enough to burn me very well in front of a crowd of people looking to see me get roasted. So hopefully you guys caught those shows and got everything that you needed out of those wonderful nights of comedy. Other than that, let me let you guys know where you guys can catch me throughout the week. Every single Tuesday, I'm at the Library Bar hosting bingo karaoke. It has consistently become one of the biggest nights of the week. It is a wild, wild party. Everybody has a chance to win one of 3 Library Bar gift cards just by participating in playing bingo. And bingo numbers are called with every karaoke performance that comes up on stage. So it's a really great enticement to also make the most out of your Tuesday night, sing some songs, but hopefully win some prizes that gets a little money off your tabs at Library Bar. Wednesdays, On Air Don't Care shoots the live podcast show at Flips in Denton, where you can catch me sometimes if scheduling permitting, but you always catch Blue Label Johnny, Alexander K, and Micah Coleone holding it down. So the live goes on right after 9 p.m. every single Wednesday at Flips Denton if you guys want to catch that. And of course, like I said, Bali Smoke shows every last Friday of the month. So go ahead and make sure you guys have your reminders through Eventbrite to go check that. Otherwise, just make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Shawn K Do It All, so you guys get announcements of all my upcoming shows that you can come and check out. And hopefully, I'll be at a show in a city near you. Other than that, let's go into our sponsors real quick before I jump into this episode. First, we got InsiderCloth.com, which is the last microfiber cloth you will ever need. This is the best kept secret where you can keep the habit and change the fabric. Because listen, we all use our general fabrics to be able to clean off our glass lenses or our phone screens, and you have no idea how much that actually lessens and damages those glass surfaces, and that can ruin the visibility and durability of that glass screen or surface over time. So Insider Cloth is that really, really awesome application you can put on the bottom inside of your clothes. I probably have it on about 50% of my clothes right now, especially every single one of my Showman shirts and apparel. But make sure you guys go to insidercloth.com, and if you want to get 10% off your next order, put in the promo code DIA Cloth. That's DIACLOTH to get 10% off your next order at insidercloth.com. Then, of course, I got to shout out my boy, Teddy Johnson of DNK Contracting, who is the do-it-all dude of contract work, especially when you guys had a storm come through or maybe some damage on your home. Dealing with those insurance companies are always a headache, and this is the guy to take away all that pain and worry and actually get you the best return of result for that next home restoration project. All right, hear what I'm saying, y'all. Hit up Teddy J at teddyj.dkcontracting@gmail.com. Get a consultation. You'll see exactly why his client list is constantly growing, because he is the go-to guy for your next contract work on your home. And of course, whether it's your next live event or media production, hit up Do It All Entertainment for your next private event service for DJs, MCs, and a whole lot more. And as well, DIA Media for your next media production or video work that you might need to get done, or maybe it's some social media marketing and management, voiceover work, whatever it is, hit me up. I am that one-stop event shop, y'all. All right, let's talk about this episode, because I am talking to a very, very prolific DFW comedian, Noah Shark Robertson. He is the owner of Shark's Comedy Club, which is now in Deep Ellum, and is also where the roast of myself happened last night, as you are seeing today with the release. So go ahead and turn your speakers up. Get ready. This is my Metro Icon episode with Noah Shark Robertson.
You can do it all. You can't. Do it all, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Metro Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Kay the Showman of Do It All Entertainment and DIA Media. And you know what we do on this show. We talk about the world of entertainment and media and the icons that live in it. And I surely, in my midst, got an icon of a guy. He is a dude that is blowing up in the Deep Ellum, Dallas area. What are you looking for?
I was looking for the guy you're talking about.
Oh. You had your water. I thought you were like trying to figure out where you want to put your water. I was like fucking confused. Yeah, he is also the host and owner of Swimming with Sharks Entertainment. And he is the host of the Thursday spot that I go every Thursday for the Thursday roll. Maybe you've heard about it in my mentions, but he is the host of one of the dopest, most unique, most interesting open mics of DFW. Very fun Thursday night. Ladies and gentlemen, one time, let's give it up of Noah Shark Robinson. He made it.
Nice setup, dude.
This is what I do, bro. This is what I do. I have to show love. But this one, you know, sometimes I don't call every person a icon. If you watch my episodes, I don't know if you've seen my episodes yet. But
That's what I was going to ask. Am I a Metro icon now?
a little bit,
No,
man.
I would never say that.
Hey, if you can consider this, man.
I would never.
If you consider this, if you have people coming outside of Dallas from anywhere from the metropolitan, multi-metropolitan area, you are a Metro icon. That was the whole premise.
Sweet.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a city icon.
Yeah.
You are a metro, like a metroplex. That's what it is. That was the word I was looking for, metroplex. But you're a metroplex icon, and so the metro icon. You are truly an icon.
Dude, I like your setup, man.
Thank you
It's
very
actually
much.
cool.
Man.
Well, you know, it feels kind of like we're in your basement or something, like Wayne's World style.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We're on a one-floor
No,
ranch, bro.
I know, I'm just kidding.
You on ground level,
Camera
Kev.
one, camera two.
You have
Camera one, camera two.
You see, Noah doesn't know how to handle when sunlight is on his face, when he's actually properly lit, because every show that he's at is just it's so.
Yeah,
It's
I hate bright
It's pretty
lights.
much in a garage. He's used to being in a garage. I mean, look at him. Like he looks like he just. Like he's the when you come out in the sun, when you wake up in the morning, like is your typical reaction like
Yeah.
Like I feel
Very
like,
white, yeah. And then I apply more mayonnaise.
I got you really actually well lit. You're glowing. You're literally glowing. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Is it too bright for you? Do you want me to turn it down?
I'm just, dude, I'm hungover from last night, dude.
Yeah, man. I feel like you've been drinking 2 nights in a row. Because,
Oh
I
my
mean, I
God.
obviously saw you on Thursday. It was a good night. It was pretty cold. It was like the weather wasn't, like, favorable, you know?
Yeah.
And it's always a good show, man. But, did you ever, I have to actually ask you a question. Did you ever watch Anthony's episode?
Yes, I did.
You did watch Anthony's
Yeah.
episode.
I watched that one. I watched a few others, too. I watched, like, the George Red.
And what happened? Dude? I called out in that episode. I said, after Noah sees Anthony's episode gets released, after I was like talking to him on the show, I was like, I'm going to get that message. And then all of a sudden, after Anthony's episode got released, I got
I know what you're talking about.
I got a dude bro message in my messenger. Yeah.
A dude bro message.
You got a dude bro, because that's how you always call me. Yo, dude bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude bro?
Hey, dude bro guy.
Yeah, dude bro guy. Yeah. So I just I love that our relationship has come with a sense of awareness of what is to happen with certain moves.
Okay, so you're talking about whenever you and Anthony did this, and you guys were talking about, dude, my brain's not working today.
It's okay. How about this? Well, you can.
Oh, you assholes were saying that the show was better when he was there, and it kind of like dropped off and had a lull when he wasn't. All right, did you see my comment
about it.
on YouTube or whatever?
The what?
Did you see my comment?
No.
I was going around commenting on that, and I was like
I
acting.
try not to pay attention much to the comments, to be honest with you.
I was acting like the product placement that you did, whatever product it was that you were pitching.
Is it insidercloth.com?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was acting like it changed my life, and I was like talking awesome about it. And then at the very end, I say, also, it's just a coincidence that when Anthony's not there, there's less people or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's just a coincidence.
Nailed
dude.
it. But, no, dude, I mean, but like, I think that also speaks on, I mean, it's not a bad thing because I think it also speaks on you, because you're operating so much on those open mics, and I totally get it. Like, but you make sure that you kind of pay attention to details, man. You bring like props, you bring gifts, you bring like all these things that add like so many little details of comedy throughout your nights. And that makes it very special. Like, actually, my boy John, this was the second time he's came to your.
It's too bright, dude.
I could turn the lights down just a little bit.
No, it's fine. I'm just.
You should. But yeah, I mean, even he noticed. He's like, you know what? I understand why you come here. He's like, I understand why you're here most of your Thursdays and stuff when you have available, because it's he's like it also challenges the comedians.
Yeah.
It really it is a very tough crowd, and obviously we talked about that on Anthony's thing, but I mean, you have so much to worry about, and let's just be real. Under all of that hairy exterior, bro, you're kind of softy, bro.
I am a big softy.
You're a big softy.
Yeah.
You are very emotional. You're empathetic. Like, what did I tell you? What was it last week at your open mic when you did the whole vote thing? When you were like, raise your hands if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Raise your hands. Like, what did I tell you after that shit?
To just do whatever I want.
Do the fuck whatever.
Worry
Yeah,
about what
not stop worrying, bro. Because it's like in this game, you understand that like you're just not gonna please everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and ultimately you have built your show as a regular show for over a year, which is not easy for a lot of open mics. Usually they get a 3 to 6 months window, and it's kind of like if it happens to grow from there. But
I need to go back to my
you
roots,
bring
'cause
special,
I didn't care what anybody thought in the beginning of it.
You bring special characters, and then what happened at your 1 year anniversary? You fucking killed that shit, bro. You killed that shit, dude. That was
that was good. That was awesome.
That was a very fun. And here's the other thing too: is like it's kind of a low key flex. Is that you are getting people to local businesses to invest into you. Like, you know, even though it's small sponsorship, you get people to stay to the end. That's why I know I'm not going to win your prizes, because I ended up going to Twilight, and then Crossfaded. That was a spot, you know, that I saw last week, and I happened to. Have you seen that place, Crossfaded Barbershop?
No.
Dude, it's on Main Street. It's actually
in Deep Ellum?
Yes.
I've walked by there, but
it's on Main Street, so it's like literally you can see it from Will Call. Like, you know, it's across. But that's where my DJ, my Do It All comedy jam is coming Friday, March 31st, y'all. With DJ Illest and Shawn Kay the Showman, the Do It All duo of Do It All Entertainment, man. Yeah, I know my boy's flying in.
Do It All Entertainment, nice.
Yeah, that's my entertainment company, and then my media company is DIA Media. What do you think? What do you think DIA is?
DIA, what does it stand for?
What is that acronym for? DIA.
Does it in the ass.
There we go. Nope.
Dude, that chick over there, she's DIA, dude. She does it in the ass. Trust me.
That could catch on, dude. That could definitely catch on.
Oh, she's DIA? No.
But so were you offended? Were you offended by that statement that I said that like the nights are better when Anthony's on your side? Because
no, not at all.
Because you know you worry about so much, you know what I'm saying? And so like especially when you have something to share with, like I mean honestly, man, it's an honor that you're like, yo, come up here. Like multiple Thursdays when I'm there, you're like, yo, come on the panel.
Well, sometimes I know I sound like I'm defending this. Anthony's great, and he does bring a lot to the show, okay? He really does. He adds a lot to the show. People like him.
Nobody's perfect.
People like him. He brings people out. He adds a lot to the show. But it is sometimes a coincidence, because sometimes when Anthony doesn't show up, it's because of like bad weather, and like also the audience isn't showing up, and the comics aren't coming out. But fuck you, Anthony. And Shawn for saying that. No. People listening don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
You heard the love we have for you.
All right, can I talk about my open mic just a little bit real quick?
Of course.
So people know what we're talking about?
Yeah,
all right.
Renos.
Anthony Ramos. He's my co-host on Swimming with Sharks Entertainment, comedy showcase and open mic. Every Thursday night at Reno's Chop Shop at Deep Ellum. That's what we're talking about, right?
On Crowdus.
Yeah, I know. We started about a year ago. And it's called Swimming with Sharks because we definitely try to offer comics a different experience than what they're used to. I didn't want to just be another mic that's like in the corner of a cafe and like people don't know that comedy is about to be sprung on them. I wanted to do it in a fucking like biker bar in Deep Ellum, on stage at a venue. You have lights. I wanted to give comics a chance to like experience heckling, experience distractions, dudes on stage trying to interview them. They've never been interviewed, some of these people. Give them a chance to like host. I'll randomly say, hey, you're hosting. And like I throw people to the fucking wolves or I throw them to the sharks. But, you know, yeah, we have weird, silly characters. We play music. We like do games. We do audience participation.
We
do
do
like, all
have
kinds
to
of
make.
shit.
We do have to make a. You have to make like a pretty much little tag like when somebody decides to do the briefcase of destiny, like a quick call to action button. Like,
Yeah.
you need to have that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get I'm gonna get mine ready. What is that you're using?
This is
to
the
record
Rode
this?
Procaster 2.
Yeah, those are badass.
This is the new one that
Yeah.
came out. Yeah.
I just got a Zoom's version of that basically. And I just need to turn it on and take it out of the box. I'm slacking.
Is the 4-channel one?
8 or 6.
Oh, 6-channel.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So so this one, and I have like different.
What sounds you got on there besides the? Pow, pow, pow.
So it's just like, I have the record scratch. Like,
Oh!
shit, and then let's see here. When how you felt when you heard that that Anthony was better on my podcast? That's how you felt.
I immediately took to the internet.
Revenge. But then when we finally got this scheduled, you were like, yeah. But then all of a sudden,
I made it finally. Yeah.
But then
I'm on the
when
Metro
I
Icon
opened when I
podcast.
opened the door, you're suffering from a hangover, so you actually felt. But then he came in with the same St. Patty's Day shirt that says "Suck me, I'm black." There we go. So that's my stance.
I did a St. Patrick's Day show last night at Reno's in Deep Ellum, and it was lit. It was packed, and I went all night, and I did karaoke at the end for like the drunk people.
Yeah, I mean, like here,
Ugh.
I will. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you some love and some credit, man. And this one you can just kind of take in to with the hangover and everything. But one thing I got to say about Noah Shark Robertson is that this guy is a lover of the game. He's pretty much like the metal version, I feel like, of George Red Speaks, of who he is into my life. But this guy is he's a dude that cares very much about the comedy game. He cares very much about putting on a unique type of show that's going to still bring in all sorts of different crowds and make things interesting and stuff. But on top of that, like, he puts comedians on, and it's like, and I'm sure like George, like many of these producers and stuff have seen guys that even transcended from the stages that in shows that you've put them on. You're always rooting for the homie, you know what I mean? You're always rooting for that guy, like,
yeah.
And so case in point, I think you talked a little bit about Alex Stein. Shout out Alex Stein, JVT. And you said that you've known him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, right? Like,
Yeah.
But that right there is I call that a real one to the game. So I appreciate you, man, because it's the reason why there's a reason I come back outside of also karaoke happening down the street at Twilight.
Yeah.
But when I bomb at your stage, I pick my spirits back up at Twilight. That's essentially that's very much what happens. So
Sometimes it is hard to kill in that room.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of comedians. They're all thinking about what they're gonna say next.
yeah, I mean, but I'll tell you this: I think the common consensus, because you do something very interesting. I don't do this at my nights, but it's because I don't have a demand for open mic. Most people, because I'm doing open mic and karaoke, I'm trying to find a way to blend the two. But most people want to do karaoke, and then if you can, and this is like the elite status of you think your room is bad. Imagine if like there was like a conference that came in town, everyone's loving, and you interrupt karaoke for some guy to try stand-up comedy. Everyone.
I was at the grocery store the other day.
No, it's even worse. Like, I had Zach Robbins on there, man. He just was going balls to the walls, and it's like I don't give a shit, but it's just like I'm trying to captivate them into me. I give a quick 3 minutes and call up the guy just to kind of prep him up a little bit. But yeah, it's a tough crowd. But I have a few moments, I've turned the crowd.
Yeah.
and
sometimes it's a good crowd.
And then that's a kind of like a learning crowd. You know, like if you figure out how to turn a talking crowd to get them to listen to you, it's like it's done so.
Totally.
Yeah. So, but whichever case,
That's why I go to Canucks. Honestly, that's where the best place to try that is. If you
really?
go
So that's the other mic that happens on Mondays too.
on
right?
Monday night at Canucks. It is definitely a bar crowd. People are playing dice. People are shooting pool. The other night, I went up at Canucks, and some lady playing pool instantly just started yelling at the top of her lungs for me to shut up. Shut the fuck up! I was like, you got to win these people over. That night, I chose violence. I'm not gonna lie. I just started asking her if she could please shut the fuck up. I don't know why. I was like, I had two choices. I could have either like been friendly and won her over, or I could have just been like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. Like it, that
I fucked it up.
Same like the heckler's game. I feel like that's kind of. I feel like I have. It's not like it's perfect, but it's kind of maybe my strongest comedy card is being able to adapt well in an engaging conversation, and especially live. Like I can burn my entire set just doing crowd work. Like, but whichever case, I feel like that I put such a focus and emphasis on trying to just do the material. I think your mic is where I do the most crowd work. Like I stopped,
it's a good mic for that.
and I stopped looking at my phone as much because I'm just like, okay, I have a few in my mind I might be able to pull and stuff, but it's mostly crowd work that I'm doing actually at your mic. So I think that's another thing why I appreciate it. And I usually never, and I'll tell you this, I'm having so much fun. I'm almost like never notice the light when I fucking get it. I go past.
A lot of people don't see the light. We're like beside you.
It's because beside me, and I guess like my focal point is used to having to go back. But for my comedy show, I am actually looking to invest in like a visual timer that I have in the back. And like most of those and stuff have remotes. So like even if you were on the stage, you can have the timer up there and just like boom, 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 and like look at it. And then as soon as that light hits, it's just like fucking drop air horns or the fucking Jaws.
It's kind of. I mean, it's kind of fun though, also because the whole point of our show is to be weird and distracting.
Yeah, and I think that's where the love comes.
Fuck it. It's
that's where the love comes because I think that as like a host, you're just kind of like like you're kind of doing your own style and version of a Kill Tony, and like
somebody called us the bargain Kill Tony. I'm not trying to be Kill Tony.
Call it junk metal Kill Tony. There we go.
Yeah, well, okay. You called me a softie. The funny thing about
why is it now cooking on you and you're getting mad now, bro?
No, not at all. No, because you're absolutely right. I am a softie, but I just want to tell the story real quick about Kill Tony. I've been on Kill Tony a few times, and one time I was there, and everybody is hanging out after Kill Tony on the roof. We all hang out, and Red Band comes out there. Tony Hinchcliffe comes out there. Everybody's just hanging out. I'm talking to some guy. All of a sudden, I turn around and I see Tony Hinchcliffe. Right as he's talking like these two rich-ass looking people, he literally, in mid-conversation, turns and looks at me and this guy. And he's like, yeah, we need to get out of here. You don't want to be around these normal people. And he just looked at me like he wanted to kill me. And that night, I drove the few hours home to Dallas, and I was thinking, you know what, man? Tony is like a funny guy, and Kill Tony is awesome. I love that show, but he is really mean. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to point out, like, the difference between me is I kind of I don't like to roast people. I don't like to talk shit. I can poke fun, but like I can never be mean to somebody on stage.
I will actually say, and I think that you've done light jokes. I feel like I've done a lot of jokes at your expense.
Yeah,
but
people like, always target me.
But I mean, obviously, I'm not throwing deep cuts, but at the same time, it's kind of like that there's a love behind it when I'm like giving you a little bit of shit, but like
I think it's fun, yeah.
But it's again, it feels like more. This is all in good fun.
I can take it, yeah.
But like
the other day, a comedian just went on stage and was like, "Noah's fat."
I think doing a stage like Kill Tony, which is even a tough feat to even accomplish. Just getting on that stage is a very, very tough feat in itself. But it's a no holds barred judgment of this game that you care about. So it hurts harder. It stings. As a guy that my boy DJ Ellis, he was just on this recent season of America's Got Talent, like the season 17. Me and him together as an acapella group, like this 2-man acapella group or MC DJ duo, went for America's Got Talent 4 times. One of them, we won the Chicago's Talent, won the first place and runner-up, and flew to San Antonio, and then came in as like front runners. And each time we just only got to the executive producers and then never on the show. And I understand why. Like in my mind now, as a producer and as a talent, I understand it now. But again, that Kill Tony is a stage that like, yo, prepare to be humbled. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And kind of look at it as a reflective point, because I see it as these guys, yes, they have a name, but it's kind of like, bro, like when you're a comedian at that type of level and status, you have bullshit thrown at you even more. And and count out into this, like even to the success of what you're doing, especially all the fucking shows you got going on at Dallas Comedy Club, this comedy festival you have in Deep Ellum on April 1st that you actually are part, like, or have also George as another host. We have 2 locations. I mean, again, like you're building your name and stuff in that. But again, when that happens and you start, like even now, after I released this Do It All, the Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
I have like messages from comedians I've never heard of, like that are like messaging me and they're like, "Hey, think of me for a showcase." I'm like, "Bro, I don't know you." I'm like, I just respond simply like, "Hey, just send me your clip." And like when I get a chance, I'll like try and listen to it and stuff. But like, and I know eventually I'll get to it. But like, but again, it's like it happens, and so if you think at a scale, it's kind of like, yeah, it's going to be a humbling game, right? What you do this for the opportunity, the chance, right, to make an impression on a large forum. That's really what you want to do. And it's easy for a performer to get so much into their head of the pressure when that moment arrives that sometimes people forget to like just take the moment in for what it is and the opportunity that was given, that was taking over that guy, that girl, that person, whoever, you know what I'm saying? And I think about, man, I have this internal, and like, just because we're just in outer space mentality right now.
I'm in outer space mentality right now.
To
the people watching this, I'm hungover as
shit. I think often about that Neil deGrasse Tyson quote where he talks about, he's like, each person born, he's like, there's more people that were born, or I'm sorry,
that haven't been born.
Yeah, there was more people that haven't been born than there were people that have been born. And I'm like,
that sounds like common sense.
Yeah, but like it's attention to detail that people don't think, and it's kind of a deeper thought. And it's kind of like there's a reason why you're here. You know what I mean? And so I think that
there was a lot of other sperms.
Yeah, man. And then I think it's like it's like Kill Tony is known for being mean. If you're not good. But here's the thing.
I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but I could just personally never be like that.
You see that? Yeah, and that's fine. You don't have to be. No one's you don't have to be. And again,
being a nice guy has been kind of to a detriment sometimes for me. Nice
guys finish last, man.
I can be a pushover
in a lot of situations, but nice guys actually have the strength to finish first too.
But I can be hardcore when I need to be. I know when I need to be.
Yeah, I mean, a majority of your stand-up is like, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. Like, I'm gonna beat your ass, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've never been in a fight.
I know.
I've never been in a fight ever.
That's the
but that's how people perceive me.
Here's the thing, dude. Is the problem with when you do those jokes is that you never let anyone know that you haven't been in a fight.
Right. Yeah, totally. No.
You need to pull those jokes in, and then that's when you let them know, like, I've never been in a fight.
Yeah.
But I fucking can stand there and like look at you and talk to you. Like,
no, I don't want to admit that to a 2023 crowd. Somebody will run on stage immediately and slap me if I say I've never. I cannot adequately defend myself.
You've already taken hits at your mic, bro. You got hit in the dick.
Some guy punched me in the balls.
Somebody punched you in the balls.
I have video of it on YouTube.
There we go. You got to watch it. You have sound effects in it too?
Yeah, I put it to the tune of
like your infamous.
You
didn't do like when it happened. You didn't hear like the bell sound like ding. Like
dude, it made its own sound. You could hear it so loudly. I don't know how. I had my leg up on a speaker and it was
Yeah.
like stretching my crotch. And
Noah-
it sounded like he slapped my balls.
Noah truly exposed himself to how many fights he's been in when he got hit
I've
on
been
the
in
ball
one
on
fight.
stage.
Some guy punched me in the balls.
And they're like, "What did you do back?" Well, I fucking looked at him really hard until he left. You know.
Well, it was
But he
like,
got thrown out though.
well, it's like I was telling you before the podcast.
Wasn't his name George Lopez too?
Who? Oh, yeah, that guy. His name was George Lopez.
Maybe he punched
Yeah.
you in the balls because he thought you were Ralph Barbosa.
George Lopez. Yeah, I think I already told this
comedy.
story. Some random guy from the audience goes on stage, tries comedy, bombs, gets off stage, tries to steal a bottle of alcohol. The owner confronts him. That guy pulls out a knife. There's an altercation. The owner gets his throat cut and he's bleeding. The dude gets arrested and like pummeled. It's like so weird. People are getting shot in Deep Ellum all the time now.
Can I tell you my most memorable ghetto moment of Reno's?
Ghetto moment at Reno's? What is it?
The fucking time that like me and the other like 20 people that were around the bar saw the fat ass fucking rat run above the banisters in the background, above the giant Reno's like fucking Ghost Rider topless fucking mural that they have on the back of the thing. We saw a fat ass rat.
And then I was like, ladies and gentlemen, your next comedian is Ronnie the Rat.
And the funny thing is you have a TV screen, and sometimes like dude, that shit has been funny lately. Some of the stuff that you typing in, I've been making me really laugh. Like I'd be laughing hard. And I notice as soon as I hear them laughing, and I'm like, I haven't said nothing or a punchline, and they start laughing, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like what was said?
I'll mess with people a little bit. I usually
it's-
just put like a nickname.
Well,
of
it's
something that they're
a
saying.
small call back to like what they just said and some line in their bit. You know what I mean? And it's funny, dude. It's funny, you know. But yeah, I remember it was just like literally you were like, I haven't even typed anything in the computer or whatever. You just see everyone like, oh, like just like, and you were like, what the fuck is going on?
I like when people are like, hey, what's he doing? And then they go try to look at the computers.
Yeah. So I mean, again, it's anything that is like not being done somewhere. Like that's where you create demand. That's where you create a very specialty show. And like even when you have that, especially when you have those random roamers, they're like, oh, what's going on in this back room and stuff, and they come in and they stick around for the show a little bit and stuff, and that gives the comedians a good opportunity to like, all right, bet let's engage with this crowd, you know, and so again, I appreciate you, Matt. Props to you that you've been of what the show, then the contribution you give to comedy, man. I'll let you know that
I try my best.
you could always change Kill Tony's mind, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean,
And you have the potential to, man. I mean, I think
I don't do horrible on Kill Tony. They like me and stuff, but they always make me drum. You know, I got to drum battle the drummer every time.
Yeah, I mean, but content, you know, and it's like,
I'm like, man, I'm here
creative
as a
moments.
comedian. And they're like, no.
That's
get
why
on the
I would
drum
love for you
set.
to come on Air Don't Care, because that would definitely be a very unique.
I'll be on one of your podcasts when I'm not hungover and tired.
It's a Tuesday.
and
Do you have anything
stoned.
going on Tuesdays? It's gonna happen this Tuesday.
This Tuesday, yeah, I gotta teach from 2 p.m. to like 10:45 p.m.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're in Fort Worth. I know that's going to be a push for you. Yeah, because we end at 1 a.m. So if you're able to get there by, like, no later than 12:15, I mean, you'll get a good set. I mean, a couple of the comedians that came in, bro, like, they were on the – like, usually we allow segments from 5 to 10 minutes. We usually don't go. And some of them got, like, 17 minutes. Dude, this last one, bro, I'm going to let you know. This clip is about to come out soon. I'm going to let you know, like, it is – if you want to see defeat in Shawn Kay –
I would love to see that.
like defeat in Shawn Kay, where I have no response to what was thrown at me. Like I was like, you can see it's bad.
Oh.
And so if you want to see it, like that clip will be coming out soon because that was in the last episode. Is our first female guest we had on the show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she was not what we expected. Asalia, that girl. It's funny thing is like I want to ask this question because I love like Marvel, I love superhero stuff, and so if I were to adapt myself to any superhero, I would say Iron Man. Like I try not to make the same mistake twice. That's like my big thing.
Yeah.
And that's Tony Stark to a T. It's like he always prepares for any possible scenario, and I try to do that and pay attention to detail. Partially how I got the show T, But who's your superhero or maybe anti-hero character that you adapt to most? Is it Venom?
I don't know. That's a good question. I like Spider-Man. I pretend like I don't like Spider-Man, but I like Spider-Man. But I like his villains more. I like Venom. Yeah. What? What is so funny? Did I like Spider-Man?
No, you have to. No, I was like, who do you adapt more to? And so then when you said Spider-Man, I'm then picturing you in a Spider-Man outfit.
Oh no.
And then
I would
it's
never
just that
be-
visual. But that
I'll look like
that's
Lizzo
what
in a
happened.
Spider-Man outfit.
That's what happened in my brain. And it was special. And that's funny because I literally just saw, and the reason why I said Venom is because you were Venom for Josh Stramiello's.
Yeah, I was Venom for the Marvel shows.
For the Marvelous shows, which is awesome. I hope he allows me if I can do it. I would love to. I would love to be what the fuck is Samuel L. Jackson's character, Nick Fury.
Oh, Nick. Yeah.
I would love to be Nick Fury. I think I would definitely.
I think
pull
he
up.
has a Nick Fury.
Yeah, but he can have backups.
Oh, okay.
Do you think you're the only Venom on his Marvelous show?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, is every comedian on there? They're
their own character?
but they're the only ones that can be that character. He doesn't have multiple people. Because I thought I've seen multiple Thors. I know Jamie Jakes was one, and then he had a different Thor one time.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
guess some people have got switched
So
out.
that's what I'm saying.
If it's like a popular character or something.
Because I know that Josh is Iron Man. I would never take that.
Those shows are fun.
But I can do Nick Fury. Because all of my jokes would just be like Samuel L. Jackson references.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was hanging out some comics recently, and one of them was just sitting there openly trashing the Marvel stuff. This guy was like, "I just hate gimmicky comedy. I'm not. If it needs to rely on a gimmick, then it's not
He was
comedy."
in the crowd?
No, just some guy. Well, we were talking. It was like comedians and stuff, but
Oh, wait.
it's just funny how like
He was a dude on the show?
people don't like gimmicks, and it's like, what are you talking
He was-
about? Everything's a gimmick.
Everything a gimmick.
Look at when
There's
you're watching
gimmicks
Saturday Night
everywhere.
Live. Any comedy
There's
is
so
just-
many. There's more gimmicks now in 2023. Like, people are just unaware of the gimmick working. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there used to be a lot of prop comics and
Yeah.
stuff. Like I love all that kind of stuff. I
But
like all
you're
comedy
going
and all
off.
kinds of weird stuff.
You're going off a thematic gimmick that's a multi-billion-dollar franchise.
Yeah.
So, like, how's your business going? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the way I look at it. If somebody wants to talk shit, again, it's like,
Yeah.
I always, man, I'm like, bro, like, this is why comedy is such a subjective thing, and that, everyone's gonna always have an opinion. You're not gonna be able to please everybody and shit. And I'm like where having that awareness type of thing, where I'm like, okay, like, I know that somebody is very well gonna be at, and this has happened so many times, but I'm very much aware that I'm gonna put on a show that's going to piss off somebody. And if you see me at a library bar, because now I'm a resident there, if you see me at a library bar, sometimes I have to apologize to the GM. I'm like, yeah, I went hard. I went too hard. Like,
Oh wow.
yeah, and it's like I forget people like there for like karaoke's, and like sometimes like there are drunk moments and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know how to balance the switch or the toggle between like my comedian side and my being a karaoke host and not being like just going in, But yeah, but again, it's just we're all human, dude, and ultimately, like, we're there as the court jesters trying to appease
Yeah.
bar patrons, you know what I mean? And so it's ultimately we just are trying to figure it out, and our intention, that's what we hope to people to see, is that our intention is just to put on the best show. But people feel like they have an entitlement to be like, what will make your show better? Like, and
I
I'm
get
like,
a lot of comments.
and
about
it's
stuff.
like nobody that that actually is in the game that you're in.
Yeah.
that knows what it takes to be successful. These are just people who knows what they like in the game. You know what I mean? They're not putting it on and seeing the masses. So it's like, at that point, it's kind of like I've had to really figure out how to silence my ego and my emotional side, where you don't even know how much I love this game, like that little voice, that comes from inside and shit. And especially when we're living loose and, throwing a few back and all that kind of shit, like anything can ride. But as many times as you've known about like good moments that happen, you usually just like how people will see that you're a great performer and they'll only remember that one moment you fucked up, but forget about the 50 other times that you killed it on that show.
Yeah.
It's like the same for yourself. Think about it.
You just blew my mind.
And so on that note, what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a short break so you guys can take advantage of these amazing sponsors, y'all. Just like InsiderCloth.com. I have it on the inside of my jacket and shit, everything. So, we'll be right back to close out our segment with the one and only Mr. Noah Shark Robertson. Take a bite out of crown. And we're back with the second segment and half of the Metro Icon podcast. Here with my very hungover good friend, Mr. Noah Shark Robertson, everybody. And just like magic,
And we're back.
he has come back as...
I brought you a present.
You did?
Yeah.
Aww.
It's a rubber chicken.
It is a rubber, but it's a mini rubber chicken. If it doesn't squeak, dude.
From Dallas Comedy Club.
If it doesn't squeak, dude.
It doesn't. It's like a mini.
Oh, it's a finger thing. It's a finger
Sure.
thing.
You could turn anything into a puppet. You sick freak.
I think it's a finger thing. Something like this. Hey, man. Look at this.
Wow.
Fucking chicken in the water, bro. Look at that shit.
Yep. Rubber chicken, rubber chicken.
I'm buoyant in the ocean. Look at that.
Whenever I was touring in bands and stuff, we would put a rubber chicken on our rider sometimes just to see if like anyone would do it. And they literally, a couple of venues had rubber chickens there for us in our dressing room.
Dude, I wanna.
I saved some of them.
Look at that. There we go.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep the chicken right here.
Dallas Comedy Club rubber chicken.
I'm gonna keep the chicken right here. So it's like staring at me. It's like judging me whenever I'm doing this interview.
I got a show at Dallas Comedy Club
Are you
tomorrow.
alright, dude? Are you alright, dude? You're hangover. This is what happens when Noah's hungover.
I'm sharked out, dude.
He anamorphs into a shark because he sharks out.
I said I'd never been in a fight earlier. I
calls,
lied.
He calls me a dude, bro, but he's like an anamorph dude, bro. Yeah, I gotta say though, it would be kind of when you do have the funds to be able to like find a shark fin one that has like a little pump, like a little hand pump, so that you can like squeeze kind of what Adrian.
So I get a weird shark boner?
What's his name? Adrian Escamillo, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He always has like props and shit. You asked for water. You know what? I didn't even open this one because I'm drinking, so you can go ahead of that. There we go. Are you able to actually? This guy. You alright, dude?
No.
You're.
No, I'm about to die.
You got hungover juice. Because
I
I
have,
want
like, 2 days to
Listen,
live.
bro. We went into like a little bit of a personal tangent, just venting stuff and going into perceptional, space outlook, views and stuff. But I do want the people to know who you are. Who is before he morphed into the
I want to know who you are.
Shark Man. Until before he the do process.
You talking about Baby Shark?
Yeah, do.
Wow.
No, what shark? That I've said that. I try not to even do that when I'm at your thing.
Well.
But I do.
In 1983, I came shooting out of my mother's vagina.
I met your mother.
Oh yeah, you did meet my mom.
I did.
At that show in Copper's Cove.
In Corona Cove, dude.
Corona Cove.
Yeah.
That was a fun show.
I met your mom and I met your brother.
I really wasn't on. I wasn't myself. I could be myself. I was kind of in my head because my mom was there. I think.
And that's what happens to an emotional fuck.
You know.
Stop being a pussy, dude.
I'm not being a pussy.
I mean, you fucking, oh, mom's watching. Oh, see, that's why.
No,
that's
not
why.
anything like
that's
that.
why. That's why. You know, it's good to have, non-supportive Indian parents that won't, that will never see a comedy show
Yeah.
unless I'm doing like clean comedy. I would never want my parents. But you said literally your general bits in front of your mom. You know, that's the
Yeah, it was fine.
that's the that's the benefit. You know,
It's
what?
just sometimes you're
Can
off.
you also move the microphone just a little bit lower?
No.
Just a little bit lower. Just no, there we go. So I just want to make sure we can
Stop
see you.
blocking my face.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to see this face anyway.
I do. That's what I'm saying. I want to make sure. I see your voice. But yeah, no.
So what are we talking about?
So you actually are from Coriolis Cove, that area,
Uh,
right?
Yeah, I was born in Oregon, but I came to Texas when I was like 6 or 7
Where in
years
Oregon?
old.
Not
Oregon City, Oregon.
Oregon City, Oregon.
That's where I was born.
The real.
Oregon City, Oregon. And then we came to Texas when I was like 6 or 7. I've been here ever since. Even though I did move to Hollywood or whatever, LA for a while, Kansas City for a while.
Were you a metal guy in high school?
Yeah, I started my first metal band when I was in high school. We played the school talent
What was
show.
the name of that band?
Pendulum.
Oh yeah.
Pendulum. We thought we were gonna open for like Metallica.
Seeing your
Pantera.
history and you're for the viewers, how old?
I'm 39.
39.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But can I say something about that band I started in high school? So I was like 15 years old or something, or 14. Started a band with my buddies. We literally had to lie to clubs to play shows. We said we were 21. We're like 16-year-old kids.
I'm sure you grew a beard at the age of like 8. So.
No. And then we played the school talent show, and while we were playing this heavy music, our bass player's amp caught on fire, and they thought we did that on purpose, and they were like, "You're satanic," and like they thought we were like,
Hell yeah.
They did not want us to win.
That's the most metal shit.
And then
ever,
some
bro.
Garth Brooks guy with like a Britney Spears headset, he actually won the contest, and everybody started chanting our band name.
He won that Texas high school contest?
Or whatever, I don't know. Yeah,
The country
it was
guy?
The country guy. But everybody started like chanting our band name and stuff, and we thought we felt like we were rock stars. You know, we felt like we made it.
Yeah, well.
That was my first
how long?
little thing.
But what happened? What happened with the band? Y'all disbanded.
Yeah, well, we went off to college. Everybody went and did their.
Did you
own
go to
thing,
college?
and, yeah, I studied music education. in
Where'd you go?
college. I started in McLennan Community College in Waco, Texas. Oy, accidentally moved into the projects.
Wacko.
And then I went to Charleston State University. I transferred.
Okay. In Charleston, like North Carolina?
Tarleton State University. It's here. It's Texas.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, Tarleton.
Charlton.
Tarleton.
Charlton.
With a T.
Oh, Tarleton.
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 Yeah.
That sounds more serious for sure.
That's the college I went to.
And
So in high school, I did drumline and I did the school band. And then when I went to college, I did the drumline as well. I was in a marching drumline.
So you're pretty much within. I mean, I would consider you a showman as well, very much because I think all of your full time. Well, think about it, because all of your full time all of your full time hustles that you do, like to earn and make money, everything falls in the realm of like music, comedy, entertainment, right?
Yeah, I consider myself to be an entertainer for sure.
Yeah,
it's just like all I do.
But I mean, you put on a show like, again, the role of a showman. People like, I have to explain it all the time, and I say it's the person that understands all elements of entertainment, from performing to also the business and you know, like the marketing, everything. It's really, but you are a performer, right? That's why, like, you ever seen the musical Greatest Showman?
No.
You're fucking up, dude.
Yeah, I guess I need to watch
Dude, that soundtrack is the most metal shit in the world, bro.
Well,
It's so fucking metal, dude.
I had
The way Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman lay down that metal, bro, it's fucking rock, dog.
I had a whole lifetime of music industry experience before I did this comedy thing. So I've been able to take all the stuff I learned running a record label and doing all that, and stuff I did for my bands and my music career. I've been easily able to transfer that to comedy as far as booking or like the online promotion stuff, the marketing. I just kind of already have that, and so I'm able to use those tools on the comedy front.
Yeah, and you pick up the game. I mean, it's like you have guys that like come. By the way, Ivory, fucking phenomenal choice to come onto the team, dude.
Ivory's a brand new
talent. Like, he's a really good, like, dude, the fact that he's been doing it less than a month and he's as good as he is. I mean, shout out to Ivory Johnson. What's his name?
Ivory Jones.
Avery Jones. There we
Yeah.
go.
Ivory Jones.
And he sounds black as shit, but he's like
good.
the whitest country dude. Ever. But like dude comes in like hockey jerseys and overalls. Like he's a character and a half. But he would be an interesting piece. I would actually like to interview him just because I know he's such a country boy. Like he literally works, I think, on the farm. So
I kind of took him under my fin, as I told him.
and he
under
lives,
my wing.
he doesn't live close either. He lives pretty out there, right?
Yeah, I think he does live kind of far away.
Yeah. So again,
A lot of these.
that's why you're a Metro icon, bro.
Dirty dude.
Look at that, man. You get people traveling for you, know?
Shut up.
Yeah, dude.
No.
See, like this is his emotional side. 'Cause he's like, stop, man. They're not giving me compliments. I can't take it.
No, I'm just some guy, and I'm just doing my thing, man. To be honest.
Yeah.
But I go gung ho more than most people that I know, as far as like when I want to do something.
You care about
I
it.
dive
dude.
into that shit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
hard.
And dude, I feel that
I
100%.
go 1,000%.
So, like, how many different bands have you had until this newest band? What's the band you're in now?
How many different bands?
Yeah.
I've been in a lot, man.
From Pendulum, where'd it go?
Well, while I was studying music in college, I met a group of guys, and we formed a band called Surrealism, SRLSM, and we all dropped out of music school pretty much to like form this band and move to Dallas together. And we thought we were gonna make it. We were going real hard. And we did a lot of really cool stuff together. And we even like tried to go to Hollywood and move to Hollywood together, and it kind of fell apart. We realized. Like a couple of the band members realized it wasn't what they wanted to do. So me and the guitar player of Surrealism kind of put the word out that we were like open it for free agents and we could do whatever. And we happened to find this guy named Johnny McBee, and we helped like start the Browning and get the Browning up and running. The Browning got signed.
You got the Browning in?
The Browning.
Like, the Browning, you brought the Brown in.
Yeah, we did. The Browning of America.
You were Browning?
Yeah. People always ask what our name meant in the Browning, and we never had a good answer. We would just be like, it's, me after a night at Taco Bell, or, describes my socks right now.
Skid marks, all that good stuff.
But it was the Browning. It was Surrealism, and then the Browning after that. And the Browning kind of like blew up. We got signed. We started touring the world. We're like touring Europe and doing all this crazy shit and like opening for our idols, going on tour with Fear Factory, Static X, Head PE.
Well, okay, and then from Browning, what's the band you're in now?
So, okay. So real quick, after I leave the Browning, and I'm not in that band anymore, I joined like a band that I grew up like worshiping. I used to love Motogrator. I had the posters on my wall and shit. So like I got to actually help revive that band. And Motogrator was a trip.
Move it a little bit closer to the mic. Just because you keep like.
What do you mean? The mic's right here.
But you keep moving when you move your head and stuff like you're going in and out and stuff. I want to make sure people can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Consistency is key, and I can hear it because you're not wearing the headphones, bro. That's why you can't hear yourself.
I'm finally getting to talk, and you're gonna interrupt me to fucking tell me about the.
I want to make sure that you can be heard, motherfucker.
I'm just kidding. I don't care.
I care about it, but all right, I'm not gonna.
No.
I'm not gonna mention no more.
Can you hear me now? Is this good?
It's different.
No.
It's
All right,
different.
Here we go.
There we go. It's consistent. So, and then, keep going. Keep going. Like after Browning, you went on tour. What you said, Motogrator?
I joined Motogrator, yeah.
Motogrator?
The lead singer of Motogrator is like the lead singer of Five Finger Death Punch now.
Oh, shit.
So he got.
I
he
think
went on
I've
to
heard of
become
Five
very
Finger Death
famous,
Punch.
you know.
I'm like, and that's the difference of mine and yours dynamic. You know what I mean? I think I like a guy like me, a guy like I'm just saying, like, like. That's not a type of bar where like hip hop, pop, Latin, reggae, I'm very much like that type of vibe, very Chicago, but like I'm all about just an authentic vibe. And that's, just testament to the Renos. But it's like, that's why you and I can have this conversation. Like, I want to know that journey. You went to Motogrator, and then what happened with that band? Did it not go through?
Dude, it ended bad. It ended really bad.
Okay, and then, but how long?
Very badly.
And how long ago was that?
That was a couple years ago, a few years ago, maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's right when I started comedy.
Is the wound still fresh?
Yeah,
still fresh
definitely.
on?
I mean, I have the band tattooed on me. It was like a kind of a big thing that happened in my life. But
I know you don't regret it though.
After Motogrator, I joined up with Jeffrey Nothing, and that's who I joined for now.
Jeffrey Nothing.
Jeffrey Nothing was the lead singer of Mushroom Head for like 25 years.
Mushroom Head.
Yeah. Mushroom Head is a pretty well-established band.
That's Toad's favorite band.
Yeah, Toad from Mario. No,
Comedy. There we go.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I actually meant to. That's what I meant to do, but.
So there you go. There's the answer to your question. Those are all the bands. I mean, I've been in other bands too. I've been in a Tragedy at Hand. I have a project right now called Night Sphere.
That's what your band is called now, Tragedy in Hand, right?
No, I was in that band, but not anymore.
Oh, not anymore.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of bands.
How many times throughout your career, and I'm sure that like you're not, I feel like you feel the same way that I do, that you can see yourself into this medium as busy as it is now, but getting like this larger return and a larger impact with the shows, entertainment, and all that kind of stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
Right now you have to make avenues and choices for like practical choices to make sure you're like not only able to pay your bills, but also to like invest into this game that you're in. How many times do you think in your life have you put yourself in a position where you saw this being like, oh man, this is it, this is the mark, this is what's going to happen, and then it just does not, the plane does not fly the way it's supposed to, and maybe there's a crash and burn or whichever case it lands, but it's like no one sees each other ever again off the plane? Like, how many times have you had those moments where you thought it was going to be this new chapter of success, and then it ends up...
I mean, I've had a ton of those, you know? There's been a lot of times. I mean, sometimes you gotta like fail backwards. I don't know if that makes sense, or like
No, that's exactly it.
One
no, you
step forward, two steps back.
You feel when you're failing, you're going backwards. You're supposed to fail forward.
Yeah,
That's
backwards.
That's been your problem, bro. You've been fucking
failing backwards.
You've been failing backwards. You got to feel forwards,
Oh,
bro.
sorry.
That's why. I mean,
Trust fall.
I know, right?
Right into the swimming pool.
Yeah, you got to face plant that shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's happened a few times, dude. But I've never had any. You know, every next step has actually been a pretty big success. Like, I've packed up my stuff and I've moved to just Hollywood, and then like good things have come out of it and stuff. But also, you know, sometimes they end in flames.
Yeah. And you were in California for how long? Now you're totally off the mic. Like you're not even alive.
Well, I'm going to the mic when I'm talking.
Yeah, but if you had the headphones on, you would hear how you're coming out, and you would adjust yourself automatically. But I'm the only one that can hear you. Now watch the difference, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? So go ahead.
I'm only moving when I'm not talking.
Yeah. But like,
go to the
you
mic.
see how you recalibrated so quick and shit? Yeah, because you hear yourself, dog. You know? And that's the therapy of having the headphones, is that you actually...
I hate the headphones.
Yeah, but here's because I mean, my head, your ears, it's got to be hot. I mean, I do have AC, like cooling gel headphones.
By the way, I'm like 50% deaf. I've had 10 reconstructive surgeries on my ears.
Which one? Both?
Both ears. I've had a lot of.
And you're 50%. That's why you like everything
deaf,
loud. Yeah. But do you think that was, just a natural occurrence, or do you think that you put yourself in situations where it was just loud?
No,
banging, rocking, yelling music, and
I had a bunch of I had 10 surgeries on my ears to correct.
When did it start?
Damage.
When did that start?
When I was a kid, I had a bacterial infection.
Oh, so it happened before you even went into the music industry.
Oh yeah, and then after being a drummer all this time, I'm probably it lost even more.
Holy shit! So you like Mozart, dude? You like metal Mozart, bro?
What?
Are you metal Mozart, dude?
What?
I think like you like metal Mozart, bro. Shit.
No.
But I mean, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were
yeah, that's just a thing, a random thing about me.
See, so that's another thing too, man. I think that I would like to see more at your open mics is a little bit more of who the fuck Noah Shark Robertson.
I've been doing it.
I think you've been doing it a little bit more.
It's because I'm taking this workshop with Dean Lewis right now.
How's that going?
Genius.
Yeah, you're
He's a genius.
Yeah.
Dean Lewis is amazing. I would recommend any comedian take his class. You learn about joke writing, not just joke writing, but things like audience psychology, like what the audience is thinking, and like how to, dude. It's like
I'll tell you this,
really
man. Like that's why
awesome.
I will always have this. It's sitting at private. I don't even know where my actual college degree is right now. I have another frame just waiting, but the only one I was able to find was my Second City improv degree and shit, and I'm that as actually what stepped up so much of who I am as a showman, and that actually taught me way more within like the crowd work and being able to like get out of my head, but it also taught me to listen. I paid attention to so much more detail after I did that, but I am interested to take a stand-up comedy class for sure, because I mean, and how long you been doing stand-up comedy?
I've been doing stand-up since 2018.
Okay, cool.
But I had to take a year off straight because of the pandemic, basically.
Yeah.
So I felt like I started fresh.
Yeah. So it's like I think it is, and it's like any other comedian. And I've said this before on the show, but like when the pandemic happened in 2020, it was supposed to be my most profitable year. Mm-hmm. It was my busiest year in having the business for 6 to 7 years at that time.
Damn.
And literally I went to Rio de Janeiro for my birthday week. It was my 33rd birthday weekend, and then we were also selling my a buddy's bachelor party for the wedding that never happened. Yeah. But then literally went to Carnivals during February, and the pandemic happened in the March, and everything from when March was supposed to start, I was like, oh dude, I'm gonna fucking blow up my money and just live my life because I have all these checks coming in and shit. And boom, wiped. The entire year wiped. And when that happened, I looked at my two partners. I'm like, yo, we're about to find out where the real players in the game are. Especially being in the entertainment business, when it comes to DJs, when it comes to MCs, whatever. Who in this game, when our industries are affected the most, right? It is I was trying to be who's keeping their name relevant or just waiting for it to come back, And that's when I had my TikTok going. I mean, I started in that January, but I started my TikTok, and then when the pandemic happened, I got a job delivering for Amazon. That was my first job back in 7 years. And then, but my TikTok game was just I was putting in 2 videos a day. I finally had that one video went viral, but kept my name alive where we were able to start doing private events and weddings as of July of 2020.
Oh, nice.
So I did a lot of regulated weddings, and that's just because I was keeping my name relevant, but whichever case, it's to no fault, it's a lot of entertainers just waited for it to come back, and think that their name was just going to be sitting there in the back.
I had to start over, dude.
Yeah. But you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience.
Yeah, definitely. I just mean as far as comedy, I kind of lost my nerve when I take.
Yeah, when I did improv, that was the first time I did my first 6 stand-up open mics. Was during that time,
nice.
And I went in with 0 material planned because I wanted to feel the failure.
Wow.
I wanted to feel that first. I wanted to get that out of the way. You know what I mean? Knowing full well I'm not going to be funny every time, but I just wanted to feel the awkwardness and the failure and be able to adapt with it and see what my brain can cook up. Yeah. All that, And that was my first open mics. Then I finished improv, and then I only started doing stand-up in December of 2021.
Oh, nice.
So.
Wow. What were we talking about before that, though?
We were talking about your growth into the game. We were talking about your bands. We were talking about, and you're a music teacher now. At the
no, I was just gonna mention that I've taken that workshop with Dean.
Oh yeah, the comedy workshop too. But we were talking about education at the game.
Yeah. No, that's good. I didn't know a lot of that about you, but I was just gonna say it's making me talk about I don't know how to explain it, but we have all these writing exercises that we have to do, and we get homework and stuff like that. And I've been writing my ass off lately, but what I've been trying to do is focus on just being true to myself and talking about what's super relevant to me, so that people will be able to relate to it. So I've been talking about I'm a music teacher. I've been talking about that a lot lately. Teaching kids and stuff like that. Talking about what I actually do. Yeah, I'm a music teacher.
Yeah, right.
I teach little kids music, and so I've been trying to talk about that and because I haven't wrote a lot of stuff about my personal.
And you
life,
teach at the School of
Rock.
Oh, okay, no, Rock. School of Rock. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's a very powerful piece, man, because teachers, I would say teachers and nurses are the 2 professions that don't get enough credit, and again, that's also, I think, if you, aside from, the financial, earnings, I can't imagine it being a crazy amount for a music teacher and stuff, but like, again, it's enough. But I think it's like when someone really becomes a teacher, they're doing it for the impact.
Yeah, definitely.
To pass and build forward, you know what I mean? And I think that's again a testament to what you bring to all the games that you're in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love teaching too. It's really fun. And those little kids, man, they love me for some reason. They're just, I'm good. I've always been really good with kids, and like I know how to.
Yeah, man, I feel that, dude. That's another thing, man.
I'm a big goofball.
Yeah, I'm a Funkle. I know you. I know you're a Funkle too.
Yeah.
But I am the number one.
Totally.
I am the number one Funkle.
Funkle.
I always say, because I mean, just with the music videos and stuff I put with my nieces and everything. But I'm like,
Totally.
But I could see you as a strong.
I did the same. I do the same thing. I edit videos in my.
Yeah, you have these moments and stuff, and it's like you wish you could spend more time with them. Like in this game, it's tough because they're on a strict schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is on a specific schedule. And so it's kind of like times that you may have available, they don't, and so it's like you don't get to see them as often as you'd like to.
Dude, I got a couple quick stories about working at School of Rock. Like, you never know what you're gonna experience when you're working with kids. Obviously, kids say the darndest things.
What's the age group?
Well, I have 4-year-olds and then I have adults. I teach all ages. I have
nice.
teenagers. But like this one kid the other day was like, "You guys are like you guys are like KFC of music places." And I was like, "Why?" Because you both have drumsticks.
There we go.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wow, you're a comedian." And then that was innocent, right? Then the other day, some kid called me a dumbass. He's like, "Whatever, dumbass." Yeah. And then we call his parents. Don't be this parent, by the way. We call his parents, and she goes, "Well, my son said he didn't do that, and he's not a liar." So it's like, oh god. There's a whole room full of kids. That
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Dude, I hate when parents play the cop out, like
Yeah.
no awareness.
Yeah, you need to make your kids accountable, dude.
Yeah, make your fucking kids accountable, man. Like, it doesn't even take a parent. Like, be accountable for yourself, be self-aware, and have those same or greater expectations for your kids. But, like, once you teach that kid that he can get away with bullshit like that, you're brewing a shitty person.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
You're brewing a shitty person. You're brewing that kid to be just as unaware and as shitty as you.
Yeah,
I believe that definitely.
Discipline your kids. It's because nobody's.
That's why I'm excited for the show that I'm doing tonight at Hyenas, because Alexander K putting out a new sketch series called the Stepdad series, and so he's giving me like a role on that as like a stepdad. I'm not like, I don't consider myself a stepdad but by all definitions of it, dude, you're gonna be a stepdad. But like,
Yeah, totally.
But I have also a very close relationship with my fiance's kids, But like, I will never, like, no matter, I always say, like, you can call me Shawn, like, you don't have to ever change that. You can just keep calling me Shawn, Even like the youngest one, she's like, I have a mom, I don't have a dad, but at least I have a Shawn. Like that's it. So
nice.
So I'm excited for that series. But you can be a stepdad, dude. I feel like as you see you as a stepdad.
What do you mean, my Shawn?
I feel like you see like a stepdad, you can be a stepdad totally.
Yeah, I'm good with kids, man. I could do it, but I don't have any kids.
You got like a relationship boo thing, right?
It's complicated.
Oh, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's okay. We won't go into it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But I mean, I date and stuff. I see people and whatever.
Yeah. I'm sure she's doing her own thing too. Or is she waiting for you? No.
There's just.
Or are you waiting for her?
Stuff going on.
There's a lot of stuff. It's okay. We don't gotta talk about it, man.
Yeah.
And I won't even talk about.
Nobody cares.
I'm
gay.
Come on, dude.
I wanted to come out on this.
Come on, dude.
That's why I came on this.
Don't get the viewers excited like that, bro. Come on, bro.
I just gotta be honest with myself and with Shawn Kay. No, I'm just.
No, I will say, dude, you have, if you guys aren't following Mr. Noah Shark Robertson, Make sure you guys are following him on the Instas and the socials and the faces.
Swimmingwithsharksentertainment.com.
Yeah, swimmingwithsharksentertainment.com.
There you go.
You better be able to spell
I don't know.
all the messes.
I know, dude. That's a long one, right? I'm gonna try to get SWS or some shit.
Yeah.
SWS.
You know what my website is?
Well, I've been to it, but it is, I don't know, ShawnKayShowman.com?
Oh, close.
ShawnKayTheShowman.com?
Close. No, it's not. It's theshowman.live.
Oh, theshowman.live.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know what? .coms are basic, bro.
Whatever, dude.
Them .coms, doc? Who's getting .coms anymore?
It's the most searched.
To be honest, I don't even know who's anyone getting into .com anymore.
You gotta, whatever you gotta tell yourself, dude.
.org? You know what? I'm going to count on my BuzzFeed and The Onion to get my education. .org, okay?
I bought ShawnK.net.
Did you?
And I'm gonna make it a clown porn site.
Do it.
No,
Can you put it on OnlyFans? And
that's my OnlyFans.
yeah, you only got to give me like 20%, and I'll be good with that. Whatever.
That's fine.
I'm good with that deal.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, we can move forward with this.
Shawn Kay what?
Let's shake on it. No.
Shawn Kay OnlyFans what?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You know, people always wonder like what I actually do at School of Rock and stuff. Basically, I teach private lessons like drums, piano, bass, guitar, but also I have all these groups. So like I have a class called Little Wing that's like 4-year-olds, like little tiny kids. You teaching them like the basics of music. Like I use like musical food names like cheese, sausage, pepperoni. You know, like they're learning like the basics.
The mnemonic devices to
Yeah,
learn music. Yeah.
I play games with them and stuff. But then I have like teenagers.
I think that's a skill.
Yeah.
Because of my dyslexia, I don't know how to read music. I know how to hear and understand music, but like, I'm very general to being able to hear notes and being able to call what they are.
Well, I have bands too. Like there's all these groups that are like have formed bands, and we'll do like a Led Zeppelin show or a Kiss show, or we'll do a pop show or Legends of Alabama show. I don't know. We just all do all these different themes, and like we play shows and we go out, and I teach these kids how to like be rock stars and actually perform a show, and then we go and we actually play a show.
Kind of like literally the movie, like school, like you go into.
I have little kid bands, I have adult bands, I have like all ages of.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm like teaching them how to be a band. You know.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty fun. It's awesome. Yeah.
Do you teach them how to? Do you have like headbanging 101 in your class, like how to?
Yeah, some of the kids are kind of shy, but I try to
You're
encourage
headbanging.
them.
I mean, like you made your hair just
Totally.
so
I teach them how.
You made it aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I teach them how to just to like, you know, power stance, how to look cool. This is how you like rock it out. This is how you get the audience into it. I teach them how to be entertainers.
Yeah, dude. And then when they graduate, did they get their first tattoo?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. That'd be dope, dude. Like after every like class, like a group or class that you have and stuff, like the top ones, it's like you get honored with honorary like branding, you know.
You know what's funny? That would be a funny brag for all the kids is after they put their first show, I bust out like a fake tattoo gun or something. I'm like, all right, now you're gonna get your first tattoo. They like look all scared.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do like a little henna spray tattoo type of thing. You know, it lasts like a few weeks. All they need is like the reminder. You know, like temporary tattoos, like the sticker one. I mean, you can do that, but it's only a few days.
Yeah.
But like get like the henna one, and like it's kind of like a little spray tan, like a spray paint tan, and then it'll last just a few weeks. But at least they'll hold on to it. Hold on to it. That'd be kind of cool. It's a good. That's dope. That's what we call a dope gimmick.
Yeah, I can't.
DJs.
I mean, some of these kids actually do show up with like temporary tattoos on. And
Yeah.
stuff. They try to dress the part.
Teach them young, bro.
It's
Teach them
fun.
young. But
It's a fun gig. Yeah.
But you know, once again, I'm happy that you were able to make it, and you did way better than Steady Eddie, man. Steady Eddie, you know, he missed 2 weeks.
Wow.
Dude, if you would watch the last 3 episodes, it's very, very entertaining. It's like it's Anthony's, then George's, and then because they both filled in for Steady Eddie, and then it's Steady Eddie's, and he's the third. And it's just
I heard
like,
you talking about.
you remember, yeah, you remember that live that we did on your stage, and it
Yeah.
just went on in his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I bet it was fun. I knew if I handed you the phone, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get way more than 5-6 minutes.
I was actually telling my coworkers at School of Rock about that because they're very curious about the comedy world and how everything works.
You told them that an Indian guy yelled at a Mexican guy.
Well, yeah, I was like, well, for example, this one dude went on stage and was like going live
on, what were you on, TikTok?
Instagram Live.
Yeah, your Instagram Live berating another comic during your set and like recording it.
Well, then I made
It's
you.
just like,
Then I
damn.
made you to hold it.
Yeah.
And then you had your own moments where you like
Hey, film this.
you would turn the camera and then like you would type things and you would like put stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
But I was like,
That was good.
But then you let it ride and then yeah. Again, it's like it went so long. It was like definitely over like 10 minutes.
Does he want to fight you or kill you now or something?
No, dude.
Oh,
That's why you got to watch the show, man. There's love. Me and Teddy, we understand. Steady Eddie, we understand each other. He's on my DJ Comedy Jam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's almost like an ongoing bit. It's
I
like
like
a
that, dude.
it's a mix of like how we feel about each other,
Yeah.
but we do respect each other, and like but we're able to just speak so honestly, and then one can say like something, let's say like an honest like bit to like put that person down, and then it becomes this impassioned back and forth because Eddie's an improv guy. So that's kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like, that's going to be the bit of our relationship.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like, we're actually cool with each other, but whenever I see him, I'm like, you fucking piece of shit, dude. Like, that's like my energy with
It
him.
works out.
Which, like, that's why, like, when you see Anthony's, you see George's, like, my episode, if you know how I am, I'm very actually impassioned by the person I have sitting across from me. So, like, I'm praising them and giving them their love and trying to find out more about them. Steady Eddie and I did that. I had the moment, but it started with just, like, how I actually feel about this guy, like, this motherfucking guy, you know? And so it's kind of like, and in the last 2 episodes I brought up, like, how much, like, how Steady Eddie didn't show up and how I was just so fucking annoyed he didn't show up and stuff. But,
Oh, I got you.
yeah, dude. But anyways, I'm glad that you were able to make it out, and I know, you know, it wasn't easy, but a real showman shows up.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully I can do it again whenever I'm like.
Get
you know,
yours
not
at
completely-
metroicon.live. Showman shows up.
Not be a piece of trash
Yeah,
at some
no,
point.
exactly.
That'd be
But,
cool.
you know, because, like, the first time when you were trying to organize this, we were going back and forth. I still have those receipts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were going back and forth and trying to figure out, and then
I'm just busy.
all of a sudden, well, you didn't say that. You just said, you're like, dude, I quit comedy.
That was a joke.
I was like, I know. But then you said nothing afterwards. You just said, I quit comedy, bro. I don't need it. And I'm like, what do you, well, shut up. Like, I'm like, when do you want to do
I
this?
quit.
And then I heard nothing.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah,
dude.
he was just like, you were like bad. You had too much in front of you, and you're like,
I don't want to do comedy anymore.
You don't want to. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do scheduling or like that conversation anymore.
Whatever, motherfucker.
So you just quit and you gave up, dude.
Yeah, I quit comedy.
And then I saw you, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
The prospect of doing your podcast made me want to quit comedy.
Oh shit.
I couldn't handle the
But
pressure.
I called it. I knew as soon as you
Couldn't handle
saw.
the pressure.
As soon as you saw Anthony's episode, you're like, fuck.
I got pissed, dude.
Yeah, I know you did. And you're like, I gotta do it. I called that shit, bro. Called that shit. Doesn't that air horn feel good with that hangover? I don't know. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I would just smash the table.
No, yeah, I can see you doing that. All right. Well, I want to make sure that you have enough time to get your late afternoon nap. So we end this podcast. We end this podcast in the very same way. I have my guests close out with a quote, phrase, sentence, whatever they want. Essentially, if this is the last thing you were ever going to say on camera, you're going to close it out. Go ahead.
Yeah. You could do it.